All right, guys, here I'm back. I'm going to do my second set with 3 plates. Well, 50-pound plates over here, made of steel alloy. Right, yeah, it goes to tell, this is my own gym, by the way. It goes to tell you that I don't really buy into the mindset of going in the gym 5 times a week, doing 1 muscle group per day, which doesn't yield you results. It doesn't make you an athletic type. It doesn't give an athletic type body constitution and body capacity, because that's what you want. You can get that athletic body, that athletic strength, and that power and endurance and that strength and the looks as well, by not doing isolation all the time. The point is, you have to work your body all the time at the same time in every exercise that you do, as much as you can. That's why it's circuit training and not pyramidal training, where you train legs one day, abs the other, chest the other. You don't go from bottom up or bottom down. It's pretty much training the body every day, all the time. So this, my own gym, my House of Pain, allows me to do that because I buy into that mindset. Working out 14 years, I've lost 220 pounds in 14 years, and I'm fit. I eat well, I got good conditioning, and I rarely do cardio because my type of training includes cardio, because you know how to measure the tempo and the rhythm of your training as well. So it creates a cardiovascular effect, as well as you get that power strength endurance, those power strength endurance benefits while doing the exercises. So here it goes, second set with 3 plates. Like I said, this bar is really not straight, so when you lift it up, that's another reason for the body to condition itself, to stress more the central nervous system, to create the stability and the grounding that you need to keep the bar stable as you lift it up, and to keep your body stable, which is important for maximal muscle contraction and all the solicited muscle groups within your lift. So that's the point of doing that kind of training. So, as I was saying, my type of workout is to explain to you one step about what I mean by structure and form. What my workout is based on is the basic laws of physics, which states that every object withdraws its own core power, necessary power to generate energy, to do any activity from its own center of alignment in comparison to where it stands, or on the object it stands, to generate that energy to do that work. So it works like this. Basically, you get the floor, this is your body, this is the perpendicular line that your body, it's an imaginary line that comes from your head, runs all across down to the floor. You have to visualize that line, and this line is, this is where it goes from your head to in between your 2 feet, your feet. So you're parallel to the ground, and if this line is always respected as you do your motion, that's where you get the maximal contraction and effort needed to get that maximal contraction that evenly distributes throughout your body, because everything is centered around that perfectly centered energy for that your body needs to contract. And if you do muscle groups that involve the arms, and you get that central power going on, it's going to work your core, your arms, your forearms, because everything's going to be kept within that unit, or that center of power that you need to do the exercise. So that's the basics of my training form and training structure. To tell you that form and the positioning is all what it matters into my workout. You need form and positioning into your exercises, and that's the only thing that matters. The rest, you don't need 3 times 8 to worry about these things. Because if you do 3 times 6 and you take a little rest in between the set, it does the same thing at 3 times 8. So that's the point. That's basically the point of of my, that's how my workout regime is structured. So I'm going to change the weights here on my bar. Meanwhile, you can have a look at my gym, my squat rack. Obviously you don't see what's on the floor, but it's pretty much a muscle gym. It's a typical muscle gym, like strong men and power lifters would work out. That's basically what it is. Okay. So here goes, 407, set, 407 pounds. Lifting with this bar is super tough because it's all crooked. And like I said, it solicitates all the little muscles and neural groups that you're not used to solicitate when you work out in the gym. Because trainers don't want you to focus on that kind of training because you might get hurt. The point is, you get hurt in life only then you don't have the knowledge to know how to manage the risk behind what you're doing. So that's what I'm also going to teach you guys eventually in other videos. I'm going to teach you that. But the point is you need to focus on knowing how it's done, what you really need to do the training, and what are the results that you aim. Basically visualize the goal, and that goal is going to keep you keen on the details you need to focus on while you work out. So that's the point in my trainings. Because gyms, they only tell you things to make you feel comfortable about what you're doing. So the thing is, gyms only tell you what you need to do to make you feel comfortable about what you're doing. They don't really suggest to you what's the deep meaning behind what you're doing. And I can tell you what it is. I can explain to you what it is in words that you will understand. But that will come eventually. As right now, I'm continuing my third warm-up set with 407. And you see, the point is, the more you put your body at disadvantage, and you're able to go through that disadvantage and you manage the lifts, you get stronger because your body adapts differently neuromuscularly. It develops new sets of neurons within your neuromuscular circuitry that your body didn't have developed before, because you're going through, wow, that's going to break, okay. You're going through exercises that stress that stresses a different neural circuitry, which makes your body more efficient in the end, because you're developing different sets of neural circuitry within your body. And that's what gyms don't explain to you, and that's why I'm stronger than them and than most trainers that work out there in conventional normal gyms. The point is, it's also without taking steroids. That I need to mention. Without taking steroids, the only key element is time, patience and time. That's why it's also about developing your patience, time, and discipline to do the training that I'm doing, which is going to develop you into a better person as well. And eventually I'm going to define these values and personal traits that you need when you work out, because without these traits, you won't come in the gym with passion and with knowledge about what you're doing, so you understand how you get the results that you want. And that's basically why you need that discipline, that patience, that observation, understanding how your body feels when you work out. Having those keen personal examination abilities to understand what kind of results you can get out of your training. The point is not isolation and mass, the point is overall, so you get a percentage of everything, but mostly strength and endurance. Mass, it comes as a natural side effect without even you worrying about it, going 5 times a week in the gym, working out 2 to 3 hours or 1 hour every day, which doesn't yield you results. It doesn't make you functional as an athlete. I'll explain that later, but right now I'm going to continue my set, and I'm going to go for probably 2 reps on that. Well, you see, that's the point. The point is, when you lift the bar, this bar, there is no bend in this bar. Like when you go in the gym, the bar bends. So it adapts to the motion that you do, keeping your body in a very perfect straight line, which is also very efficient to get maximum gains. But then that straight line, it doesn't stress other small muscle groups or neural pathways that you would need developed to get that extra strength and that extra build on your body. And that's why a crooked bar is good. If you can manage, again, the disinconvenience of it, the destabilization effect that it creates on your body, you're going to reap 1.5 or 2 times the results, because you're getting that additional stress to stabilize the bar, which builds different muscle groups and different muscle neural circuitry behind your exercise. So that was my warm-up set with 405. Exactly that. 150, 170, 180, 195, 180, 187.5, 192.5, 385, 405. Right, that's 405. Okay, now it's 405. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add something like, I'm going to add something like 15 pounds. I'm going to add something like 15 pounds and go for 3-4 reps. That's what I'm going to do. Add like 3-4. I'm going to add like 15 pounds and go for 3 more reps. So basically, warm up is not just about warming up. It's not. It's to solicitate and condition your body to muscle elasticity, muscle flexibility, joint involvement, joint flexibility, joint motion. That's why you warm up. But that warm up is it's effective with compound exercises, not isolation. You don't warm up with isolation, neither cardio, because cardio, it just gets your cardiovascular system going. It doesn't stress the tendons, the ligaments, and the joints in the same time, so you get warmed up. It just works on muscle elasticity and warmth. And the cardio should be a minute, and then you do, let's say, some cleans, some press with very lightweight to get the body warmed up, because then you're keeping, again, that alignment of your body centralized, and ideally you should bend your knees, because then that grounds you a lot more and it keeps that central line a lot more effective. So you get that energy you have from the core and it's transmitted through your body because your body is straight, respecting again that straight line that goes parallel with the ground upon which you're standing. If you don't have that parallel, the energy is dissipating that way and you're not focusing the energy from ground to body all the time. You're not keeping that energy continuum going on from body to ground all the time. If you move sideways, backwards, the energy is dissipated that way. So that's the point of that's the basic law of energy emission in physics and distribution in physics. I'll explain on that later. Right now, I'm going to do my other set. And after this set, I'm gonna cut the video for today, and I'll keep you guys posted on other videos coming up, because I wanna really focus on my workout and get a serious momentum going on here. So I'll keep you posted on other videos after this set, and I'll see you then. Okay. Man, these straps are on the verge of snapping out. It's crazy. That's why I ordered 2 other pairs coming up. Okay. Feel these straps snapping off. It's crazy. Feel them snapping off. Oh no. Come on. Alright guys, see you later. Till next time. Live strong and conquer.